Hello everyone! This is a short video just to talk you through the assessment booklets and how I have set them up for the Mental Health Award. I know some of you started doing bits of this before, so what I'll say is I have uploaded a brand new copy. If you input information into the old one that you did like last lockdown, copy it over. Okay, this will be the one I'm going to use. So as you'll see on the screen, most of you hopefully recognise this. The reason I've made the booklets like this is because I know some people have had to be absent from school, and going forward in the future, it means it can be assigned really easily. You've got a small contents page there, just so that if you're not sure where you're up to. This one that I'm showing you is for Unit 1 Outcome 1. You will be assigned Unit 1 Outcome 2 and 3. Next week, I think I've got it set up to go live, and Unit 2 the week after. Please don't worry immediately. They don't have to be perfectly finished, but you are getting 2 periods a week to fill this in as much as you can. They all follow a similar pattern, by the way, so you'll do a very similar thing. On page 2, what you have are the SQA outcomes, what you must be able to do so that I can say that you have earned your level 4 or your level 5 in Mental Health Award. If you can't do these things, I'm not allowed to pass you. I can be checked up, so the SQA can ask me to prove. They can ask me and say, right, pupil X on your list, Joe Blogs, send us your evidence for Joe Blogs. So I would have to provide this booklet. So we can't cheat, okay? What you have here is level 4 at the top and level 5 here. Very similar, but you'll see level 4 is about identifying, so being able to pick out. Level 5 is much more about describe and explain. What we'll do is we will both, me as your teacher and you as the student, will sign off in this box just with our initials and date when we feel we've completed that outcome. That'll come later. You then have a load of writing. Now, don't panic about this. These are suggestions on what you can do. You will have already done so much of this. You do not have to redo it. Okay, repeat that. You do not have to do the exercise again. These are ideas which might help jog your memory basically about what to put in the boxes. You can also put other information, other tasks, other research in. It does not have to be that alone. It's your choice. Task 1. This was creating 2 characters explaining what they need to survive and what they want to have a better life. This is like last May, June time, needs versus wants. So you can go back through your Google Classroom and copy in anything here. Now, in the box it says, evidence I've created and shared with my teacher. This is the important bit. If you don't listen or take in anything else I say, listen to this bit. Where it says evidence I have created, you can, 1, put a link to work you have done online previously, but you must make sure that your share settings are set to anyone with a link. So that means you go to the top here, share, okay, share, get link. At the moment, for example, this one says restricted, only people added. But if I click on that, click there, I can choose anyone with the link. So if you are submitting, if you're putting a link to a Google Doc that you wrote stuff on, perfect. But you need to make sure that document, not the one I've given you here, but your document says anyone with the link, because if I need to be able to download that. So you don't have to copy it out word for word. You can copy and paste it in. So if you have a Google Doc with all of this, you can just go over, copy and paste in here, or you can just copy the link like that bit there, but you need to check your share settings. Does that make sense? I know I ask that question a lot. If you've done evidence on Google Slides or Excel or spreadsheets or whatever it might be, absolutely fine. Also, if you've done any of this at any point in a jotter or on a piece of paper, don't feel you have to type it up. You can simply take a photo of your work and upload it. Now, my suggestion here is to make your life easier. Google Docs doesn't like images. I don't know if any of you have ever tried to put pictures into Google Docs. It's a nightmare. My suggestion is that you open a Google slide, just a blank Google slide, name it whatever task you're working on. So task 1, needs and wants, and upload your pictures into a Google slide. Google Slides is okay with pictures. Then you would take the hyperlink, so that's this bit, the link to your Google Slides, and you would paste it in there. So the plan is to minimize your work. We're basically just collating all of this, bringing it all together. So you can either copy and paste it, or you can put the link to a Google Doc, or you can upload pictures if it's in a jotter or in a notebook or something basically not on your computer, put that into a Google slide and upload it here. So anytime you see evidence, that's what I'm looking for. What I have learned whilst completing this task, all I want you to do in this box is bullet point or very, very briefly sum up the biggest things you learnt. That will be personal to you. Is it that you learnt, for example, this is going way back, Maslow's hierarchy of needs? You'd never heard of that before, so that was good. And date. You can put the original date you completed this work. I am okay with that. So, and it doesn't have to be exact, even if it was June 2020, absolutely fine. Or you can just put January 2021. I will then eventually, once you've done a lot of this, I will put in a comment and I will say if you've met the outcome, and then I will initial and sign it off for you. You can't do this bit. Please remember, Google Docs and Google Slides monitor every single edit you make to any document. So that means, and none of you would, but if you went in there and signed my name and date, it would tell me that you did that. It would tell the SQA or Mrs. Gray or whoever I sent this to, kind of just to double check I've done it right. It would tell them that it was you. So you can see if someone else has done the work for you. You'll then see there's other things, complete a quiz, evidence I created. You can say, participated in an online quiz my teacher set around myths and facts for mental health. Scored, whatever, that is absolutely fine. What you learnt, date completed, and so on, so forth. I'm hoping that is relatively straightforward, but please let me know if you have questions. We will discuss this in the live meeting as well. But basically, take photos of your work or link to slides and docs, but please make sure you've got the share settings open. And that is it for that one. What you will see on the outcome 2 and 3 for unit 1 is there's an end page where it asks you for overall thoughts on the unit. That is personal and a reflection. You're not marked if it's a personal reflection. It is to help you in your learning. That's all I wanted to say about this. Hopefully that helps make it a little bit more clear, but do just let me know if you need any help or you're unsure. Believe me, when I start clicking through all the links, I will know if you've changed the share settings or not, because I'll be able to open them. Or I won't, and I'll be stuck staring at a screen with a big padlock on it saying you don't have access. So please don't do that, because that's not going to be good for any of us. Anyway, I will see you all soon. Please keep safe and look after yourselves.